Look back at Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster's friendship before their romance. Hugh Jackman celebrates his 57th birthday October 12th, and he's had quite the year, starting with his January confirmation that he is, in fact, dating Sutton Foster. Revisit the evolution of their bond. It appears Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster haven't changed their tune in terms of how they feel about each other. In fact, the Music Man co-stars recently took their relationship to Indiana. Hugh and I had a great time working with the talented students at Ball State University last week. Foster, who serves as an instructor of theater at the Muncie School, wrote on Instagram October 7th, #ChirpChirp. And while she and Jackman haven't been blasting their romance like 76 trombones, this isn't their only sighting over the past few months. The X-Men star and the younger actress were also photographed at New York's LaGuardia Airport in mid-September and were snapped holding hands in NYC in May. It was in January when Jackman and Foster first appeared to confirm their relationship by strolling hand-in-hand through Santa Monica, California, with the outing coming a day after he attended her final LA performance in Once Upon a Mattress. And if there were any doubts about where they stood, the two answered those with a few public displays of affection and Foster's appearance at Jackman's Radio City Music Hall residency later that month. Still, their time together hasn't been without drama. Less than 3 months prior to their hand-holding launch, Foster filed for divorce from her husband of 10 years, Ted Griffin, dad to her daughter, Emily. The year before, Jackman had announced the end of his 27-year marriage to Deborah Lee Furness, mom to their kids Oscar, 25, and Ava, 20. We have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife in a wonderful, loving marriage, the Corelli co-stars said in a September 2023 statement to People. Our journey now is shifting, and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth. Jackman and Foster starred alongside each other in the 2022 Broadway production of The Music Man. He played salesman Harold Hill, who works to con the citizens of River City, Iowa, into forming a boys' marching band, so he can make money on the instruments and uniforms, but ends up falling in love with her character, librarian Marion Peru. And while they were each admittedly intimated to work with each other, considering Foster's 7 Tony nominations and Jackman's role as Wolverine in the popular X-Men franchise, they quickly formed a friendship. "I just sort of see this guy," she told Broadway.com in May 2022, noting she'd sometimes forget his level of fame. "I think one of his superpowers is that he's so disarming. He immediately puts everyone at ease. He doesn't make anything about him. He's so incredibly generous to everyone around him. So you're just like, oh, okay." The greatest thing that's happened out of this whole experience is that I have a new friend who happens to be Hugh Jackman, which is super weird. However, the two had actually met decades before working on The Music Man. To mark Jackman's 57th birthday, we're gifting you a lesson on their history.